A rover touches down on an alien surface in a place that has never been explored before. It's dark, but when the rover's searchlight switches on, it reveals a landscape teeming with strange creatures that have never been seen before. Somehow, there is life thriving in this remote place. While this may seem like the opening scene of some science fiction story of life discovered on another planet, it's not fiction at all. And the setting isn't some alien planet, it's right here on Earth, at the bottom of the sea. Welcome back to Factnomenal. Today we're taking a look at why NASA is exploring the deep oceans and some of the freaky creatures they're finding down there.
Look at this. Look at this.
Squid skin.
Squid skin.
Yeah,
So squid are oh my god.
It's crazy looking.
It's like a television.
Yeah.
Like the pixels on a television. I didn't know squid could do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! This is so weird.
Look
oh
at
my
that.
god. They're so strange. Such a strange animal. Well, the ocean is so bizarre in and of itself. There's just so many weird creatures in the ocean.
It's such an alien environment to us as terrestrial mammals.
Deep sea monsters. Recently, scientists caught glimpses of never-before-seen creatures lurking more than 3 miles deep in the ocean off the coast of Western Australia. The research team set off from Darwin in northern Australia and headed west, traversing an area of giant underwater volcanoes whose peaks surface from the depths at 2 spots, named Christmas Island and Cocos Islands. The team then looped back, finishing the tour in Fremantle on Australia's southwest coast. They used specially designed cameras made to withstand the immense pressures deep below the ocean's surface. The cameras went more than 3 miles down, passing through a layer between 600 and 3,000 feet known as the Twilight Zone, and then down into the dark, eerie depths below. The team found hundreds of previously unidentified species during their expedition. One of them, a still unnamed blind eel, has gelatinous, loose skin that makes it look like it could have come from the runny nose of a toddler or from the chest of an astronaut, a la the film Alien. Weirder still, it gives birth to live young instead of laying eggs. It's just one of the hundreds of new species identified by the team, both in the deep ocean and in the Twilight Zone. Another creature that stunned the scientists has been dubbed the tripod fish, which stands on 3 long fins that look like the legs of a tripod. All tripod fish are hermaphrodites, meaning they have both male and female reproductive organs, both fully functioning. So, while they can't reproduce with themselves, any one tripod fish can reproduce with any other tripod fish, an evolutionary trick that might make Darwin blush. Other wild deep-sea discoveries have included what may be the longest animal in the world, a stringy type of jellyfish related to the Portuguese man of war, called a siphonophore, that has strings that stretch and spiral for over 150 feet, longer than a blue whale. The siphonophore was found more than 2,000 feet down in an underwater canyon off the coast of Western Australia. It seems like the animals in Australia's waters are as freaky as the ones on its landmass. Unexplored oceans.
0, 9, 2, 8 meters. At bottom. Repeat. At bottom.
At the bottom? Yep.
Roger, LF. Understand you are on the bottom. Congratulations, Victor. Congratulations.
Well done. Beginning exploration of the bottom.
So many new, creepy, fang-toothed, ghoulish, bioluminescent, deep-water creatures are being found year after year, and there will be certainly more identified in the future because an outstanding 80% of Earth's oceans have yet to be explored. We know more about the surfaces of our Moon and Mars than we do about what lurks in the waters that cover 70% of Earth's surface. Joe Rogan, the comedian, MMA commentator, and host of one of the world's most popular podcasts, has expressed his amazement at the crazy unknown potential of these unexplored depths, calling the ocean a big, beautiful monster soup. And scientists seem to agree. And so seemingly does NASA. But NASA is more interested in what goes on even deeper below the surface, under conditions that could imitate conditions on other planets. NASA recently teamed up with the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute to explore the Haddle Zone trenches, most of which are in the Pacific Ocean's Ring of Fire, where tectonic plates meet and cut deep gouges down into the seabed. The deepest, the Mariana Trench, descends nearly 7 miles below sea level. To reach the depths of the Hadal Zone, named after Hades, the Greek god of the underworld, NASA is building a remote-operated vehicle named Orpheus, which has similar navigational technology as the Mars Perseverance rover. It will attempt to map out the near-alien seascape of these deep-sea trenches and the potential for life way down there. It's not the first time scientists have tried to send a vehicle to Hades. Back in 2014, scientists at the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute sent a vehicle called Nereus 6.2 miles down into the Kermadec Trench near New Zealand, but it burst apart due to the immense pressure. The pressure that far down is intense enough to literally squeeze the cells out of animals not cut out for life down there. And up until 1977, scientists thought that this made life at such depths impossible. But when a team of US scientists dropped a vehicle named Alvin down into the Pacific Ocean to study hydrothermal vents there, they were amazed to find that life was teeming in the extreme conditions surrounding the deep-sea volcanoes. Translucent snailfish, tiny crustaceans, and other extremophile species were thriving. Scientists studying the organisms would later discover that these creatures have special enzymes called piezolites, which help give extra support to cell membranes to keep them from being crushed under the extreme pressures. The discovery led to one of the most widely held theories about the origins of life on Earth, that it sprung from the extreme conditions around these hydrothermal vents deep below the ocean, where organisms don't need sunlight, but instead feed on the chemical soup ejecting from the sea floor. Life may have literally come from Hades. Europa on Earth. The Hadal Zone is thought to be a pretty good earthly mirror for what's going on beneath the icy waters of Jupiter's moon, Europa. Beneath its frozen surface is a saltwater ocean that plunges between 40 and 100 miles down. And while Jupiter's moon is only half the diameter of Earth, it's estimated that it holds more than twice the amount of water as all of Earth's oceans combined. But developing a vehicle that can withstand the pressure at 40 miles down will be a tall task. We're just figuring out how to build one that can withstand pressures 6 miles down after all. But the efforts to explore Earth's Hadal Zone will be important stepping stones for possibly exploring Europa's giant ocean. Orpheus, the vehicle being built by NASA to dive down into the Hadal Zone, will have to withstand not just intense pressure, but also crazy fluctuations in temperature. Because while the water way down there is just above freezing, temperatures near the hydrothermal vents can reach nearly 700 degrees Fahrenheit. So, engineers are building the deep-sea vehicle with a special type of foam that has microscopic glass spheres in it that will hopefully give it protection and avoid what happened to the Nereus back in 2014. Ancient human history in the ocean? Understanding our oceans can have anthropological implications as well. Just recently, scientists discovered a stone fishing weir off the coast of Alaska that's over 11,000 years old. Weirs are traps built to catch fish, walls placed at locations where, when the tide is high, the fish can swim in, but when the tide goes out, they can't swim back. An 11,000-year-old weir in Alaska means that humans came across the Bering Strait land bridge more than 1,000 years earlier than previously thought. Around this time, sea levels were also some 400 feet lower than they are today. By exploring the oceans around coasts, it will be fascinating to see what other kinds of evidence we'll find for human settlement and technology. Atlantis, anyone? Testing waters for space exploration. In 2017, NASA also launched a program called the Systematic Underwater Biogeochemical Science and Exploration Analog, an unwieldy name with the more conscious and fitting acronym SUBSEA. The goal of SUBSEA is to bring together the fields of space and ocean exploration. There have been 2 missions so far, both near hydrothermal vents in the Pacific Ocean. The missions are precursors to NASA's planned 2023 mission to send a rover to the south pole of our moon to study ice near a crater there. While the goal of sending a rover down into the depths of Europa may be a ways away, these missions are important steps towards figuring out the logistics of how to make it happen. What else do you think lurks deep in our planet's oceans? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing fact-nomenal content.